You've tried everything. The apps that promised discipline, the macros that turned meals into math. I'll start Monday, vow faded by Wednesday. And still, the weight keeps finding its way back like a song that won't stop playing. But on the other side of the world, there's a place where life looks different. A country where most people aren't counting calories, aren't obsessed with gym memberships, and don't treat eating like a battle. In Japan, obesity rates are among the lowest in the developed world. No magic pills, no 4 a.m. boot camps, just a lifestyle built with quiet intention. Picture this: morning trains instead of traffic, stairs taken without thinking, small bowls that say that's enough, green tea instead of giant sugary drinks, kids learning balanced meals the way they learn math, early and calmly. Here's the twist: it's not willpower, it's design. Not the buildings, your day. Tiny movements that burn energy without feeling like exercise, walking, standing, cooking. Science calls it neat. It just means life, lived a little more actively, and the culture helps too. Kaizen, small steady improvements. Harahachi, Bosai, eat until you're 80% full, not a rule, a rhythm. So here's the promise of this video. I'm not asking you to be Japanese, I'm inviting you to borrow their blueprint. A lifestyle that burns more energy, asks for less food, and doesn't feel like punishment. By the end, you'll have a simple plan: no gym, no spreadsheets, no new identity. Just a few tiny habits done consistently. That's how the Japanese stay slim without the gym. Imagine waking up and your car simply isn't part of the morning. You step outside, lock your door, and your day begins on foot. 7 minutes and you're not exercising, you're just moving through a city designed to keep you in motion. On the platform, everyone is just standing calmly, phones in their hands, bags by their side. The train shows up right on time, just like it always does. You step in, grab a hand strap, and ride as the train moves through the tunnels. You stand for 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, small bits of movement you'd never count as exercise, but your body still feels them. Lunch isn't a giant plate trying to impress you. It's a bento, tidy colors of rice, salmon, vegetables, and pickles. No one lectures on portion control. The box handles that. You finish satisfied, not sluggish. Back at the office, the elevator is crowded, so you take the stairs because it's simply faster. On the way home, you dip into a konbini. It's not junk or nothing, it's onigiri, miso soup, yogurt, fruit, and green tea from a vending machine. The environment quietly makes the good choice the easy one. Dinner arrives in small bowls, a little rice, some protein, and vegetables with real flavor. You stop when you feel done, not full, just right, nothing. Here feels heroic, no grind, no beast mode, just a day that keeps nudging you toward balance, one tiny choice at a time. Here's the hidden engine running quietly in the background: neat, non-exercise activity, thermogenesis. In simple terms, it's the calories you burn doing everything that isn't exercise. Walking to catch a bus, standing on a train carrying groceries and cooking dinner, even small fidgeting you don't notice. It sounds tiny, but it isn't. For many people, NEAT burns more calories in a day than a full workout. Not because it's intense, but because it never stops. It's the steady heartbeat beneath your lifestyle. Imagine your metabolism like a bank account. A workout is a big deposit. NEAT is your daily paycheck, automatic, reliable, always adding up. And Japan's entire lifestyle keeps that paycheck flowing. Transit, stairs, errands on foot, tiny movements stitched through the day. And the truth is, you can copy that design anywhere. Then comes the aha moment. Movement hides in plain sight. We only value what we call exercise, so our brain ignores the rest. But your body doesn't care about labels. Muscle contracts, blood moves, energy burns. Every small movement counts. Now shift to the table. Japan's meals aren't magic. They're structured, shaped by culture, by containers, by ritual. Start with how food is arranged. Smaller plates, tiny bowls, and bento boxes divided into sections quietly guide portions without willpower. A big plate encourages overfilling, like a blank canvas begging for more paint. A small dish simply says, "This is enough." Then there's the balance. A typical meal pairs rice or noodles for energy, a modest portion of protein for fullness, and a lot of vegetables, seaweed, or soup for volume. The goal isn't no carbs, it's carbs with protein and fiber that slow digestion, keep blood sugar calm, and prevent those late-day crashes. Next comes the sequence: soup and vegetables first, then protein, then rice. Not a rule, just a flow that makes your body feel full earlier. If you've ever started a meal with miso soup and felt satisfied faster, that's the rhythm behind it. And the cultural code behind all of this? Shokweek, food education. Kids learn to build balanced meals the same way they learn to tie their shoes, slowly, repeatedly, and without pressure. School lunches are eaten together without phones, without candy machines, without chaos. The habit forms long before dieting ever enters their vocabulary. Then there's the phrase many remember, harahachi, bu, eat until you're 80% full. It's not about numbers. It's about a pause, a tiny moment where your stomach signals your brain before you cross into overeating. And of course, tea culture. Swap a sugary drink for green tea, and you don't just cut calories, you add a calming ritual. Something warm, slow, and grounding. Japan isn't powered by willpower, it's powered by friction. The healthy choice is always a little easier. The unhealthy one, a little harder. Over time, those tiny nudges beat big motivational speeches. Japan isn't better at dieting, it's better at defaults. Design your days the same way you walk by default, portion by default, slow down by default, and everything else quietly shifts with it. Here are the actionable steps for transformation. Imagine rebuilding your day the way Japan quietly engineers its own, not through force but through design. Small switches placed in the right places. 1. Neat first commuting. Picture starting your commute with a simple choice. Walk the first 10 minutes or the last 10. If you drive, imagine parking one block farther. If you ride a bus, imagine stepping off one stop early. You're not exercising, you're just letting the world add motion into your day, letting gravity handle the payroll. 2. The stair rule. Then imagine a rule you know by heart. Just a tiny identity shift. I'm the kind of person who takes the stairs. When the elevator is crowded, you smile and walk past it, faster anyway. 3. Bento logic at home. Instead of a giant plate, picture a bento-style dish with sections already carved out. Half filled with vegetables, a quarter with protein, a quarter with rice or noodles. A small pickled side in the corner. You're not measuring. The container sets the portion, not your mood. 4. Sequence to satiety. Every meal begins with a warm soup first, or vegetables, then protein, then starch, a rhythm that naturally slows you down. 5. Harahachi-bu pause. Midway through, you pause. You set your fork down for a breath and ask, am I already at 80%? Maybe yes, maybe not. The pause is the practice. 6. Tea ritual at 3 p.m. Replace one snack or soda with a mug of green tea. Stand up while it brews. 2 minutes of movement, one small swap, daily. 7. Stock quick light options. Stock quick light options. Onigiri or rice. Plus tuna, miso packets, pre-cut veg, yogurt, fruit, roasted edamame, broth. Make the easy choice, also the light one. 8. Smaller bowls, same satisfaction. Downsize bowls and plates by one notch. Serve 20% less. Keep seconds available, but plate them after a 5-minute check-in. 9. Kaizen calendar. Each week add one micro upgrade. Week 1, stair rule. Week 2, tea ritual. Week 3, bento plate. Week 4, walk for the last 10 minutes. 4 weeks, starts a new default system. 10. Friction for treats. Don't ban dessert. Move it to single-serve portions, stored high or in the freezer. If you want it, enjoy it after a brief walk or a cup of tea. 11. Social scripts. Out with friends. Order soup. Plus one shareable dish. Plus rice. Eat slowly. Stop at comfortable. You're playing probability, not perfection. 12. Track like a minimalist. No macros required. Tally daily. Stairs, walk, tea, Harahachi Bu pause, hit 3-4 White Shark win. The scoreboard is behavior, not weight. Install these and your day becomes a quiet treadmill. Steady movement, sane portions, and fewer sugar ambushes. The scale sees 1,000 nudges, not one grand gesture. Here's the simple truth. You don't need to change who you are, you just need to change your defaults, the small habits you do without thinking. In Japan, staying healthy isn't a project or a challenge, it's just the way daily life works. People walk while running errands, plates are naturally smaller, and small rituals slow down meal times. Nothing feels intense, but over time these tiny choices add up. Slow and steady, like rain slowly shaping a rock. You can copy that rhythm. Become the person who moves a little more each day, who stops eating when they feel comfortable, whose afternoons include a warm cup of tea instead of a sugary snack. No big promises, no dramatic lifestyle overhaul, just small switches repeated often, and when you slip, that's normal, and that's where Kaizen begins. If you skip the stairs today, take them tomorrow. If you serve yourself too much at dinner, start with soup next time. You're not aiming for perfection, you're building a new identity, one tiny action at a time. Because staying slim without living at the gym isn't magic, it's maintenance, gentle, consistent, and quietly powerful. Most will just watch and move on. The few who succeed will take action. And I believe you are the one who will take action. You don't need to overhaul your life to feel healthier. Start with one small habit today, a short walk, a smaller plate, or a mindful cup of tea. Tiny, consistent actions quietly add up. Over time, your days, your meals, and even your mindset will shift without stress, without extremes. The difference isn't in dramatic change, it's in showing up for yourself, one deliberate choice at a time. Start now and watch the small steps build a life that feels lighter, calmer, and completely within your control. Let me know in the comments what small action you're taking today. Subscribe for more life-changing content, and thank you for watching.